Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today we're playing some Geoguessr, because everyone loves a good bit of Geoguessr, right? I love a good bit of Geoguessr, and hopefully you do too, because one of the things I've always been fascinated by is the concept of one day you might be dropped somewhere randomly in the world. You might just be dropped off because a kidnapper's taken you and decided, you know, actually, we don't want this guy anymore. Throw him onto the side of the road, and if if you've been in a plane, if you've been in a car for a really long time, you won't know which, county you're in, which part of the country you're in, but also you won't know what country you're in, or even which part of the world you're in. And Geoguessr kind of takes this idea of a game and takes it to the next level, because what if all of those things were true, but on the whole other level? What if those things were true, and we were in a situation where you didn't know any of that stuff? You get to kind of simulate this, and although I also wonder, like, what if you murdered someone? How would you get away with that? Today, we're going to be answering at least one of those hypothetical what if a crime happened questions, because today we got some Geoguessr. We're going to play all around the world, and we're going to have a little bit of a fun, day, trying to find the closest to accurate thing we can, with about 5 to 10 minutes, because usually I go super speed, like 30 seconds, then we're done. Today we'll be spending a lot longer than that, because I think it's just going to be some fun. Honestly, today I just woke up and I was like, actually, it's because I finished watching Happy Valley. I was like, man, I really do need to work out how to navigate, like, the rural parts of countries, just in case I accidentally kill someone one day. It's a real fear of mine, like, oh man, I don't want to deal with the legal system, I'm going to disappear, and then come back in 10 years or something. And yeah, basically, as part of that plan, you need to know how to deal with stuff like this. And yeah, so right now, or even in the other situation, like, you've been kidnapped, you're thrown on the road. By the way, hi everyone in the chat. Hope you're having a wonderful live stream. But how come you're on the other side of the screen this time? I decided to mix things up. I'm going absolutely hogs wild today. It's a very crazy day in the Toycat channel. Also, I reckon I could probably minimize the ad just by... Yeah, I can just make that... There we go, look at that. I magically minimized the page and made that go away. We can probably put it back on screen like that. There we go. Actually, let's see the ad. I want to see Jet2 Holidays. Summer 20 is now on sale. But yeah, so anyway, let's play some Geoguessr. Let's work out where in the world we are. And we're in the UK, I can tell, because Windsor... Actually, could still be, like, Australia, or... I mean, like, theoretically, that could be an American place, right? That does sound just about right. But yeah, so we're in somewhere in the English-speaking world. You can also tell looking at the grass. I initially thought New Zealand, because I saw lambs, but we could just be in the English countryside. So, yeah, or, Wales... It's not Wales. Welsh and Scottish and Irish all have much less formal-sounding places than Five Forks and... Mahend. Actually, Mahend, I'm a little bit lost again now. So, yeah, we're going to be going ahead and we're going to try our very best to work out exactly where Mahend might be. Again, Windsor I was so sure on, so I guess it's probably not. By the way, big thank you, George Fleming, first super chat of the stream. Love videos. I'm glad you love videos, man. I'm a big fan of them too. That's why I make them. Is that what I meant to say here? I always have a hard time on the spot response to love your videos, because the logical response my brain's trying to tell me is I love yours too. But I mean, like, that's not necessarily the correct response, right? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around. Last time I watched you play this was on 2Cat. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I played, and I was like, today I just want to stream it. Who's gonna stop me? No one's gonna stop me. So it's a country that has yellow mailboxes. See, unless I'm mistaken, I've never seen these anywhere in the UK. So we're going to go back to the New Zealand theory. Actually, wait. Easy way to test New Zealand, Australia versus UK is if we set the thing to north. Depending on which way the shadows go, we can tell if it's in the northern hemisphere, the shadows go north because the sun, it's different. So looking real close at, for instance, there's not enough shadows over here. Is this protecting a shadow? No. The sun's not out, that's a problem. I think that you can almost see some shadows over there, right? So looking at... Those aren't shadows at all. Okay, we've lost shadows. Road signs, maybe. They're kilometers in Australia and New Zealand, and they're miles in the UK. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a feel for... Yeah, look at these. Kawana Valley Road. So we're in Australia / New Zealand. I think New Zealand, because Australia gets a bit more deserty. Like, it looks like a wasteland besides the cities. Whereas New Zealand, it looks beautiful everywhere. Actually, school bus route. They don't have schools in New Zealand. It's a well-known fact. But no, I do think we're definitely more likely to be New Zealand than Australia. And also, that bay name sound was a bit of a weird one. Give way. Okay, that's not telling us anything yet. I do definitely know this isn't the UK, though. Despite my initial reactions telling me that, I feel like we probably didn't land there. So instead it's just where about in New Zealand are we? And I'm going to assume somewhere in the... somewhere around a big city in Australia and New Zealand, but most likely I'm feeling somewhere like northern New Zealand between the big cities. Because the roads are developed, but not like perfectly developed, you know? Like, there is some stuff here. There's someone put some effort into all these roads and road signs, but also there seems to be nothing at the end of the highway. So, yeah, sadly this is a good example of a... Actually, no, let's give it some more time. A useful pro tip is to just keep going until you find some major destination you recognize. And it's usually easy enough to, like, find the main roads, because roads keep... You know, fun fact about roads is they're pretty much one way. And when two roads join, it's easy to see which road is the more main one, usually. So if we can do that, we'll work out where we are. Because right now, like, heck, this isn't useful information to me. It tells me... Oh, wait, here we go. Wait, what's this? So there's a little individual farmer. This fauna, this, like, plant, it looks suspiciously to me like New Zealand. Look at those clouds over there, too. No cars either, says Always Right. Yeah, we have no cars, no road signs, no city signs, no shadows. You know, like, theoretically, it could be like, this is actually Ireland, but, like, the part that's using... You know, I don't think it is. I'm 99% sure it's not. But, yeah, we have none of the real things. So this is one of the hardest Geoguessr things we could get. But if we just drive down the road for long enough, I think we might just find somewhere that gives us something. Because I don't want to just immediately concede defeat on our first one here. Okay, so that's a side street. Johnston's Road. They've got more weird mailboxes there. New Zealand has a lot of grey skies. I lived there a while. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Australia's known for, like, its amazing weather, and New Zealand's kind of known for its more mild weather. I've always wondered why that is. Like, there's got to be some ocean explanation for that, right? I've never learned what it is, though. But yeah, this looks familiar to me, and I've been on a bus going, like, from the top to the bottom of North Island, so in my head that's why, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards New Zealand very heavily right now. Is the sun gonna come out? I mean, that doesn't help us at this point. Yeah, we don't have anything here really besides there's hills, and they go on for so long that this must be North Island, New Zealand. We're just gonna have to... Oh, my face is in the wrong place for this. I'll go over here, and you have to just put up with that little corner. Or I could, like, shake this down, maybe? There we go. Now it's gone. So yeah, let's guess New Zealand. Has to be, right? Literally has to be. And then let's guess somewhere between the major cities. Did I recognize any of these? It was like... Yeah, we'll go, like, there. Oh, it was the south... Wait, is it one of those places near here? It was just in the middle of a bunch of places down... You know, my bad. We tried our best. But also, the red poles on the side of the road's a New Zealand thing. Okay, you know, I can use that to my advantage on this next one. So yeah, there's no sun again, so that tip goes out the window. We're driving on the right-hand side of the road based on that car over there. Wait, was I right there? Was that car on the right? It looked like it. Yeah, so we're right-hand side driving, or it's two one-way. Yeah, so we're driving this way. So I'm gonna immediately, my mind jumps to Australia, just based on, like, looking at all of this. But it's probably good. I reckon it's something to do with the proximity to last time. You know, I love Australia. Oh, here we go. So the Netherlands is possible, but South Africa is more likely, right? Because Van Den, you know, Van is a Dutch middle name, but the Dutch influence in South Africa is, like, really heavy, to the degree that, like, all we need is, like, a ZA. Is ZA the domain address for South Africa? What is the, you know, the Netherlands is really, really densely populated. This doesn't make too much sense to be the Netherlands. In my head, this has to be South Africa, or it could be, like, a weird part of America. You know, because the US has, like, influence from all over the world, all over Europe, I should say. I mean, all over the world, too, but... so, theoretically, we can find something that should point... Because I guess Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere, right? Like, let's just find a shadow. There's not a single shadow. Look at these skies, man. Like, Geoguessr is meant to be a fun game, not one that depresses you. Okay, so we go back a little bit. We look at the car head-on. It's not a very nice car. I feel like, you know, the Netherlands is richer than this. Okay, let's look at this license plate. That's not a Dutch license plate. In the EU. Oh, the blue thing's back, by the way. There we go. It's good. Yeah, in the EU, the license plates are yellow with a little blue thing on the left to indicate the country. So we're in South Africa. We've now nailed that down. I think South Africa. We're in most likely South Africa. A long way between roads, apparently, too. Like, but yeah, as soon as we find any major business, as soon as we find any major road sign, anything that can just... It's a Volkswagen, but like, not a very nice one, which tells me not necessarily the highest of incomes of countries. Like, this definitely isn't the US, because, like, you'd have much... Oh, these cars are behind me for a bit, it seems. This is the problem with driving down the wrong side of the road. You get stuck a little bit like this. But yeah, so over there we got a road sign. The language of that tells me a lot. Oh my god, is that Russian? That looks like Cyrillic to me. It's hot. You can't zoom in any further. But that is... Either I am just bad at reading English, but like, those words... So yeah, South Africa or Russia, but this doesn't look like Russian to me. Wrong side of the road, South Africa, isn't it? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, right side isn't South Africa. In my head it always is, but it's one of those few parts of the world that drives on the left. You're right. Thank you, Trebo Mole. So we're in Russia. I can't believe this is, like, this doesn't hit me as Russia. It doesn't make sense as South Africa or as Russia, really. Like, it could be another African country. Wait, let's go back to that road sign. That had, oh man, this is a really downtrodden road. So the speed limit is 70. In my head, at least, that can't be 70 kilometers, can it? Like, what is that, like 40 miles an hour? That's not very... That's pretty slow for a highway this far between major things. So it's 70... No, it can't be 70 miles because that would be America again, which this just doesn't add up as. Maybe that is really low. You know, chat, are there places where there are long stretches of highway with nothing in between them you can go 70 kilometers on? I feel like this is all wrong. And 50 over there? Yeah, this is a very sad country. Whichever country this ends up being, you know, I'd like you to know that something is sad about this. I guess looking at the fauna, I do get a, like, you know, like a Northern European thing. Okay, Euroleasing.dk. So it's a Danish shipping company, which tells us nothing. But what does tell us something is this. Moscow, I think that's Moscow in Cyrillic. That can't be. We're not 4.5 miles from Moscow. So I don't think Street View's in Belarus. So somewhere in Russia, like there is where we're pointing right now. We're not going to guess yet. But let's see how it updates. It's weird, you know, I made that guess about the South Africa way too early, it seems. Would have been all off on that. There's some security guards at the edge of the road, or someone that looks like that. But yeah, there's just this big mud road going between nowhere. And it could be anywhere in Western Russia as far as I'm concerned. I reckon it has to be Western Russia, right? Because they've... Actually, you know... Oh, Western... Again, one of the countries using that, I guess. Because, you know, this theoretically could be Belarus, although I don't think that's on Street View. Could be Ukraine. Although, are there roads this long in Ukraine? Like, I just don't see it. I just don't imagine that's the case. Although, again, the Danish company there, and the lack of... You know, should we just go for it? Like, guess there. Oh, man, it was right where my thing was before. I moved it. I should have just left it right there. Like, seriously, how close was I with that guess? Pretty close, apparently. So we've got two pretty bad... Okay, Japan, right? Oh, no, not Japan. Maybe Japan. I was there for a long time, so immediately my head can just spot the fauna of, like, Asia, I guess. Although maybe I'm wrong on that, too. Yeah, the further I go, the more this could be, like... Okay, there's a dog there. What do we reckon about the dog, chat? Where's this dog from? If we can locate that, then we'll know our way out. But yeah, we're in a nice little, I think, Japanese village. No, this can't be Japan, right? Yeah, I don't know where I got Japan from. So the sun is also not out, so we can't even Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. There's a cat there, right? Did I see a cat? I don't know if I saw a cat. The dog's name is Tim. Thank you, Trevor. Oh, God, look at... Okay, so Street View sucks. Here, like, look at this Street View. Look at this street. How is this useful to anyone? So given that the street view sucks so bad, I don't reckon it's Japan. I reckon... Oh, man, where do people live that looks like this? And why do they choose to live there? So, a part of my head wants to say it's like a really rural area of like Thailand or Vietnam. But we could be all off base on that one. Like, it's until we get a real sign of something. Okay, wait. What cut? There we go. They're Asians, right? So that we are talking an Asian country. I mean, there are Asians in every country. Oh, here's a handy one. These little mirrors, I sometimes see them in Europe, but they're way more common in other countries. Also, the dog is a lie, says Lorraine Matthews. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Lorraine Matthews. I do appreciate it. But, yeah, it seems as though, like, looking at the size of the vehicles, we're definitely Vietnam or Thailand, right? Those mirrors, the color of that man, and the size of these vehicles, it could theoretically be some really rural Japanese place, but I doubt it. So, yeah, give... Oh, look at that. That's a country map, right? That's Thailand. Oh, is that Thailand? What? Where is... Does that line up with Thailand? It doesn't quite. Does that line up with Cambodia? No. Where is that on a map? Like, is that... Maybe that's a localized area, so I can't work it out from here. But it seems... It seems like we just got the best clue in the world, and I have no idea how to use that. By the way, big thank you for the $2 super chat. Do appreciate it. But, the color of that man. It's the best we've got, okay? It's the best we've got. Oh, man. Giopo Fraz Dipati. Like, I mean, if I didn't see all these other things, I would say Italy. But, I mean, like, Like, what is this? South America, maybe? Zappia Guesepi. Servizio Aficionado. Yeah, no, apparently I was way off with that. But look at that. I've never seen vehicles that small outside of Asia. Maybe I'm just offensively wrong here. Yeah, wherever this is, I'm sad for the... Like, this village makes me sad to be alive, you know? I don't know if that's just me. But, like, I don't feel any great joy in seeing all of this. Also, I think we're on top of the... Okay, you know what? What is this village? Why does it have a sign? And why does it sound kind of Italian? I don't know for sure. So we're in... I would say South America, but that sounded too Italian, right? We can look at a license plate. We can get a better feel for things. Maybe not that license plate. We want that car over there. Okay, so... License plate doesn't look like it has the little EU thing on it, though. Are we just... Does Italy just really get this sad? Because I know for a fact that, especially the islands, but like, the north of Italy is what you imagine when you picture historic, nice Italy. And I guess maybe in the south, things get this sad. Man, you know, I was full on like, oh yeah, this is a place we need to go and fix, but it's like on my continent, you know? That means, or like, you know, that's a thing that needs to... Also, a man with a Russian name and a Confederate flag says, Lamau, this doesn't even look that bad. I mean, if you're not saddened by this, then I guess I'm happy for you. But, like, look at this. Does a person live here? What is this? There's no civilization anywhere, you know? Like, what if someone wanted to get a coffee? How would they do that? You know, you wouldn't... I'm making a joke with the coffee thing, but, like... What do you do all day, every day? And I'm not sure there's an answer to that question. So... Yeah, I guess we just head back up this road and see if it leads anywhere. So the street view really sucks. Everywhere looks a bit sad, and everything sounds Italian. So if I wish we could Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. I'm gonna go with chat's gut reaction and say South Italy. Like real South Italy, like near Catania. Except it's gotta be really rural, so like there. Like somewhere where no one lives. Oh, it's gotta, oh, would you like to try for free? Or wait 10 seconds, because the ad that I'm watching isn't enough. I'm glad. Thank you very much for that, Geogussr. Appreciate that. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, 113 kilometers away. My first guess was right dead on. I was like, oh yeah, there. And then I moved it. I've got to trust my gut more. Although, not my gut feeling saying Vietnam, apparently. Okay, so immediately I always get a vibe of like maybe Australian. Like you can see looking at these houses that this isn't familiar to me. And you know what isn't? Oh, okay. First of all, we got the sun. We can do it. I can show you my magic ability. So if you look at a shadow, based on whether it's north or south facing, you can generally tell which hemisphere you're in. If the shadow faces north, you're in the northern hemisphere. If the shadow faces south, you're in the southern. And that shadow is facing like east, northeast maybe. This is not an ad, says why not. Thank you very much for the 20 Norwegian crowns. It is indeed not an ad that you just sent me. Although actually it's looking a bit more east than north. You know, okay, wait, let's just try this again. So this is north. Is it? Wait, what am I doing here? Yeah, this is north. That's vaguely north. So we're somewhere in the northern hemisphere. I'm guessing not within the European Union, but I'd be welcome to be proven wrong. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'd have to assume... I can't assume this is North America. I can't really assume... You know, it could be the UK, honestly. UZ9... Okay, that's not the UK. That license plate, like, something followed by 5 letters implies a big country. Like, if you need that many numbers and letters, then it's all gonna be fine. Actually, the money's a lie and the dog. Why'd you break my heart, Lorraine? Why'd you break my heart? Also, I'm sorry, it's not displaying on screen. That is an oversight, I'll admit. So we're on... What is that? Terrible... Wait, why is it easy to read like that? Terechuk Kinej. So we're in a Slavic country. You know, good job. I assume Slavic. It could be like Romania or something. We got anything going on? Yeah, Kvedj. Kvedj. That's... So we're somewhere in Eastern Europe. You know, look, the fact that southern Italy looks sadder than like some suburb of Eastern Europe, you know, that's progress, right? That's a good sign. I assume we are in Eastern Europe. So the best off countries that makes sense for is like probably Romania or Czechia, right? Like these are nice houses. You know, this I don't know, I don't want to be offensive, but like this looks like a real nice place. We've even got a university of some form. No, those are apartments, but really nice looking apartments, right? Like I'd be happy to live here. You know, wherever this is, let's go there right after this video. Let's go check it out. Let's see if it's as nice in real life. Like, the roads are a bit too wide for my like... Oh, here we go. Easy. So, the bus is... Ne bleve telefonen de Klippegat. Germany, maybe? No, it's... I think Czech Republic... Oh, wait. It seems suspiciously... It's... The Czech Republic, I guess, is the best way to combine all the things we're seeing. Roku. Where is Roku? Yeah, I'm not sure about any of this. Like, that language, it seemed German-inspired more than Slavic. This is a 40-kilometer zone, so we're not in the UK. Good job. Where are we then? Okay, cycle paths. Denmark. Yeah, like, it's not. It looks great. It's German sounding, but also a little bit not German. That sounds like Denmark to me. Maybe the Netherlands, honestly. But... Oh, no, yeah, look at that. That little O means Sweden or Denmark. And based on everything else, we're going to go Denmark so far. They're driving on the right side of the road. I don't know how we've gone from Slavic to Germany to Denmark to Sweden. But here we are. You know, how do they get places that look so nice like this? Like, what is it about Nordic countries that just makes them look appealing immediately when you look at them, you know? Like, it's just beautiful, right? So I guess we should head towards town, actually, which is probably that way. Although the street names are a bit Slav. You know, let's not go based on street names again. We've clearly learned that's not a good idea. The language isn't Dutch, fools. I mean, like, but bikes are Dutch, and everyone knows bikes are the real language of the road. See, I'm hoping we find a city name. Okay, wait, here we go. Is it .dk? It's .ner? Oh no, partner. Well, that's embarrassing. If we can get behind it, like get a website on that van maybe. Okay, the van's gone. The van is gone. So let's just keep going until we find something. Like some address, some domain. Because I'm feeling like, yeah, we're in suburban, like, you know, somewhere on the outer edge of like a second-tier Danish city. But I'd like to see some confirmation of that. Nekjob, Gulba and Bizeria, Frisk Brod and Kaga. Give me an address. Why don't you have an... Okay, the fact that they don't have a website tells me that they live in the past or in a small suburb, which is basically the same thing. Oh, look, they went out of business because they didn't have a website. Look, in between when this was taken and between when this was taken, they went out of business. There's something new there now. Because you need a darn website. It's 2019, God, don't you know? And then, do these guys have a website? They don't. You know, next time Street View goes there, they're going to be out of business. It's going to be terrible. So, there's a combine harvester, not a combine harvester, like a mini? Some form of farming vehicle, right? And to me, yeah, we're somewhere in suburban Denmark. But where in suburban Denmark? Like, I like to get more precise than that. So, oh, there we go. We got another installation man. If we stop here, then it tells me that Bankagare and Ivriskare is there. So I'm going to use my gut feeling. We're going to expand this, increase size of map. Oh, you can do this quite a few times. So we're going to use my gut instinct and see it. Bankagare is somewhere around like Billund, I reckon. Like, I reckon it's going to be around one of the kind of cities like this. So wait, what is it again? Bankagare. Bankagare. Nope. Okay, so this is Billund. Come on, map. Give me this stuff. You can do this for me. No. So yeah, if it was a big enough place that we're in, we'd be able to see it on the map and be like, aha, checkmate. But it's such a small place that either I've missed it off the top of my head, or it isn't immediately visible. So I don't reckon it's near the top of the island. I reckon this is quite far inland as far as Denmark is concerned. So maybe even south, like towards the German border. So I'm going to assume like somewhere here until we see something else to the contrary. Until we see something that tells me I'm wrong, I'm going to stick with that. So I guess we drive down the road. And I would say that going right looks like the biggest direction. So let's drive down the road, see what we find, and hope it gives us a destination. Because this is somewhere that has a bus service, so like that implies at least like 50 people live there, right? So, it's not Norway. There's no way this could be that country. Every time Norway comes up, I've just resigned myself to making a Norway joke. I'm sorry. It's just how things have got to be. But yeah, as soon as we can find the place on the map, then we can get way more specific, right? Then we can start to find streets and stuff. But until we get a good idea on the direction, we don't have even that. So here we are near Tyrested. And yeah, we're at a big city though. Come on, like there's got to be a road sign saying, "Hey, you live in the middle of nowhere. Copenhagen's 200 miles that way," and we can use that. You know, that's what we need to find. Is it a bit laggy? Yeah, there's like it's like lots of images that you like click between. It's not. They try to make it look like a video because that's smoother, but and then there's also like the pop-in or whatever. Okay, wait, there's a sign here, big sign. No, it says 60, and then it says. Clearly, lots of people want to go to Horsens Sea. Okay, come on, I can find Horsens Sea. It's got to be big enough that people are driving along a major road to get... Horsens! We did it, boys. So this is Horsens. Tyrested is there. Oh, it could be sea. So yeah, Horsens Centre is roughly there. Which means we need to find wherever we were at before. I have no clue exactly where that was. But yeah, we found this pretty close now. See, this is where detective work gets fun. The bus is River, and a River is a German. A River is actually a Dutch company, but again, okay, I'm fascinated by this, and no one cares until just now. So for you, Food Bin, and everyone else can just be bored to death by this. So the German, I believe, Arriva, is a English company. No, it's a Dutch company that's a wholly owned subsidiary now of a German company, but they operate services primarily in the UK, if I'm not mistaken, and then across borders and stuff like that. But yeah, they've got a huge business in the UK, despite being a Dutch company based in Germany. I find that interesting. It's a fact I've been saving forever, right? Anyway, so yeah, they're owned by Deutsche Bahn, the German railway company, which means that the bus services are operated. It gets very confusing very fast when you dive into it. So there's a turn into Silkeborg. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so we know where Silkeborg is. We know we're going between these two places. There's a straight road that eventually takes me to Silkeborg. But which way is Silkeborg? I honestly... Oh, okay, there's Silkeborg. So Silkeborg is a left turn, and Horsens is straight ahead. Where could that be the case? I guess it'd have to be here, right? No, because Silkeborg is up there. So, over here? Yeah, I guess it would be this... No, because that wouldn't make any sense. I think we're at either this intersection... Okay, it's a freeway intersection. It's freeways only. So it has to be this one, right? As little sense as that makes, I think we're here right now. I think that's where we are at this moment. But now we have to trace this back to where we started, all the way down that road, somewhere in Horsens. Or maybe we cross this one too. So we can now press the reset button somewhere. Yeah, return to start. Okay, so tracing back, we're on a little side street somewhere in probably Horsens, but who knows for sure. And then how many streets did it take to get us to that intersection? It wasn't very many, right? It wasn't very many. Okay, we can do this. We can put off the last 5% of this. So, yeah, I reckon we're just somewhere in the Horsens area, or maybe like Lund. Or actually, if it's one of these little tiny cities, we found it before, didn't we? We found Molga, Torested, Björ, Gamrod. Hosby sounds familiar. Yeah, that one place we found earlier, like Bokring or something, we just can't find again. But I'm gonna. It's gonna be amazing. Use the road name on the sign. But there's too many roads around here. We need to find a more specific, like, town. Because we know... Okay, Tennis Langa. Those aren't places. Those are places, not, like, towns or... Those aren't settlements. So we drive down the road a bit more. This isn't a major road, so we're inside the city still. And then as soon as we get outside the city, as soon as we get to a major intersection, that's when we know where we're at. Okay, here we go. We found something. Pedestrians got to cross the road carefully, and... What out? Oh no, I clicked away from it. Oh no, it lost everything. I have a button on my mouse that goes back. We went for all that effort, and the game just says, you know, it's gone. Wait, actually, I think you can get back if you go to ongoing games. 32 minutes ago? You have an okay, there we go. We're good. It's good. No, it took me back to the same one. So, round 4 out of 5. That sounds like the one we were just playing. So, resume the game, start a new game. What? Why is it... Okay, so we press resume the game, and it just takes me back to the same one I was playing before. How do we go to this one? We press world? And then... Chat, the game... you know, it's broken. I just wanna play this some more. Do we ignore this? Like, escape? Because resume the game and start the game both do the same thing. Okay, guys. It sucks. We lost it. We lost the dream. The best we ever did. We were that close to pinpointing it down to a mere nanometer or something, and we messed it up. So, I don't want to claim... I don't want to say this isn't my fault, but really, this is all of your fault. This is all on you, chat. I'm gaslighting you now. If you'd have just been more patient with me, that's clearly what this is, then I wouldn't have hit the little... Again, so some mouses have these buttons on them, you know, like back and forwards. Really handy, unless you click it by accident because you're in a rush or something. In which case, it's really not handy. Anyway, so let's start again. It's fine. Hashtag flame chat, says Rocky Fella. Exactly. This is all chat's fault. You're all terrible. You caused this to happen to me, and that's a great shame in my opinion. But yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this. We're gonna take the... Oh, I'm still in Minecraft, am I? We're just gonna really quick try and find what I believe is the alert box, and then we can copy that and put it over here. Hey, there we go. I made it happen. Look. Okay. So we're gonna remove that after this because it's probably a bit obnoxious. But now we can finally have chats on screen, like the one from... I can never say your name, man. So F. I agree. Thank you for the rubs, which is totally how you say the Russian currency. Anyway, so where are we right now in the world? My immediate thought is Russia, but I think Kazakhstan is more likely. It just doesn't... Like, Russia has a preset kind of foliage to it, and this doesn't feel like that to me. We're near Sinan Bassa, so maybe not even really that, actually. Maybe my brain just offensively assumes any language I don't understand is... Oh, Ankara, Turkey, right? Like, we're right next to the capital of Turkey. Either that, or there's an Ankara in where would that be, like? There's an Ankara in, like, one of the Cyrillic countries. But I think we've just nailed this. I think we found ourselves really close to a major city. How many miles away, though? If the map tells me that, then we are in... Oh, Ankara is 283 miles away via the D300. Green screen looks nice on you, Toy Cat. Thank you. Also, thank you, Why Not, for the Norwegian crowns. Love me some Norwegian crowns. My favorite currency to receive. Besides... I guess my favorite would be the Kuwaiti dinar, because that's, like, the most valuable. But, I mean, I'm always amused when I get some Norwegian crowns, so thank you very much. So we're on the D300, or the E96. Fun fact, you know, this is just Toy Cat's fun fact stream. So the E96, in case you are curious, is because the D300 is what Turkey calls it, but Europe has turned a bunch of national highways into European-wide routes. So if you want to go across multiple European countries, you can take the E routes. So for instance, on the map, or maybe this also means something else, but this is the E80. This is the E89. I guess they've got like a clockwise system. We just need to find the E96. Is this the 96? It's really hard to see. Like, it's really blurry on my screen. Is that 96? My brain literally can't read those letters. Maybe it's low resolution. Maybe deliberately. I'm not too sure. But I don't think that's 96. This is 90, though? So it probably connects onto the E90 somewhere, right? 91? 99? Come on, come on. Turkey. 97? Okay, that's got to be nearby, right? So the E97 is up here, and the E88 is down there. As soon as we find wherever the E96 is, we'll go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So the E96 goes down here, and that's Afrakonchia, which is still 27 miles away. So we're talking somewhere like there, 27 miles. Can we measure distance on this minimap? We can't. But yeah, we're somewhere... Okay, let's go back to the very start. Because we're somewhere where there's 2 roundabouts. Oh, it's just a roundabout. A roundabout about 27 miles out from Afrakonchia. So we're going to zoom in real close, and we're going to find this roundabout. Is it that? That's not a roundabout. I guess roundabouts aren't that common in Turkey. KM, not miles. Oh, yeah, sorry, kilometers. So I should probably, like, downplay my expectations on that one. There's also a road going off to the left of the thing there. It's good that Turkey uses the metric system. You know, like, you gotta hand them at least some credit for that. Yeah, I reckon it's it. I reckon Google Maps incorrectly labels a roundabout as this. No, there's a... Oh, another cool thing. Turkey's stop sign just says duh. Because that's their word for stop. I think that's fun. Like, I'm just saying, someone tries to beat you up and you're like, duh, duh. That's not my thing. It's 1/10 the distance to Ankara. Oh, that's a really good way to get relative distance. So if Ankara is over there, 200, then it'd be about 1/10 of that. So we're talking like here. Yeah, I think, honestly, we can't find the roundabout on the map. Like, I've looked everywhere around here. And there's nothing to me that indicates a roundabout. Oh, maybe this? Yeah, it's this, right? It's this. Wait. No way. Did we just find it? I think we just... Okay. Returns to start one more time. Chat, I think we're going to go start this round with a perfect. With a... No. No, we're not. Is there another one just down the road to the left? Ah, there was no way for me to know, to be fair, right? Can we all just say that, like, 4,900 points is great? I guess there was a way for me to know. I could have looked. I just assumed, like, how many of these are there going to be? Look at that, man. Look at that distance. Oh, okay. You know what? 4978. Pretty good. Haha, close enough. Oh, next round is this. You know what, chat? I have a really good suspicion on where it is this time. I have a really good suspicion on how we might just be able to do this. Okay, so I'm reckoning it looks like Turkey vaguely, and it looks like we're probably near everyone's favorite place, Afyokon Karayasya. Is that really unlucky or really... I'm not sure what to take from that, but yeah, it's somewhere on the E96 road. I might get this wrong, actually. Should we be extra careful this time? I didn't think it would come on... Okay, yeah, you know, do I need to get the points exactly? I feel... Yeah, have you ever been, like, asked the same questions on a test twice in a row? And you feel extra stupid the second time it comes up? Because you're like, oh no, I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't think this was a possibility. Because that's how I feel right now. You know, should we just say that we shouldn't do this because we... Okay, this is one, and then just the right, there's another. And I did the one that was to the... You know, it doesn't matter. You know, let's not waste time on this one. Just put it there. There we go, look at me. So, oh... I was way off with that one. Guys, don't we all know that's actually the middle of Germany, like near Hanover, maybe? No, that's near Erfurt. Yep, my bad. Chat, you guys think that, you know, there's a joke in here about how something like Turkey, Germany, but I can't make it right now. But I will say, sucks to be me. The game just bugged and I lost some points. We won't count that against ourselves. Okay, so immediate thoughts are USFA, because where else do you find roads that are like this many lanes wide? Like, what is that, like 4 lanes? You know, that tells me we're not in the US of A. That tells me we're in... It feels Ukrainian, not Russian to me. Yunpa Chupyaka. I don't know why I put that little sound in there. But yeah, we're on a major highway between 2 places. And we're in Ukraine or Russia. The question as to which one is easy enough to answer, right? We just have to find something with an address on the side. Central Trail. Dear something. Oh, wait, here we go. I don't know what that says, actually. .sl? Yeah, I'm feeling like it's got a Ukraine feel. Right, I'm feeling Ukraine like. I don't want to say that I felt Ukraine before, but I have. I felt Ukraine perhaps a bit inappropriately. And in that same way, I'm feeling Ukraine right here. It just feels it, you know. Could be Serbia. There is Latin and Cyrillic versions of the language. It's true, actually. But like looking at this, this doesn't seem to me like something you'd see in Serbia. Maybe again, could be wrong on that. I'd be welcome to be wrong, because it looks like a nice country, and Serbia is nice, so it would make sense. Maybe Serbia. Oh, we just did something again. I think I accidentally dragged someone's logo from... Okay, no, wait, let me resume. So let's go the other way this time. So, as you can see, that, to me, signifies we're not in Serbia. I feel like this... Oh, here we go. We're near Odessa. So Odessa in Ukraine. We're on the E something. We can find which E soon. Odessa is a major Ukrainian city, or like one of the 10th biggest. So it's like in the little hump over here. And if Odessa is up there, it's on the E95. Then we're probably... Or the MO5. Where's that on this map? I don't know where the MO5 is. Is this the MO5? Yeah, this is the E... No, this is E96. Oh, no, 95. So we're somewhere near Odessa, where if you take a left turn, you get to Chupria. So where is Chupria? I have not... If I'm being honest with you, I haven't heard of Chupria until just now. That is a shocking fact. I know you're all very concerned. But, yeah, I can't even see it on a map either. So it's clearly important if it's labelled on a map, right? Also, thank you, Review Bra, for the win. For the £1 super chat. I know that guy. Fast food reviews, right? We're basically the same person. Yeah, I mean, I can't see any sign of Chupria. I've never heard of it, and I don't see it. Like, we're clearly not near Kiev, or that would be the more important road sign. So we're near Odessa, I reckon. We have to be. And somewhere near Odessa, this comes in. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we do find Kiev on the other signs. Just in case, like, oh yeah, it turns out the E95, it's just Odessa and Kiev, nothing in between. Because again, we're talking a major road here, like, for Ukraine especially. Like, this has to connect 2 major cities. And Kiev and Odessa does fit the bill. So as soon as we find whatever this sign is... Okay, Kiev is to the north, Chupia is to the right, and Mizhov is to the left. So that can tell us which intersection we're at. By the way, thank you, Nietzsche, for the 99 Canadian cents, which are everyone's favourite types of dollar cents. But yeah, we need to find Mix... Like, look at that thing. Like, it's got a little star in the name, like a spider. So, somewhere to the left, we'll find Mexyov. Except I can't. There's... I feel like these are pretend places, almost. Because there's just no sign of them anywhere. Like, they're not major cities, but they're on there anyway. I guess it's like the next exit. So we're somewhere between these two cities. I have no further information, really. Besides, maybe just there. Maybe we're, like, really far south. Like, that we're, like, talking over here. No, I don't think it's that. I think we're just midway between the two cities. Go 50-50. See what happens. Oh, we gotta watch one of these. This, okay, I used to like Geoguessr. I thought, like, oh, really cool thing. Then they added ads, and now, like, oh, there's Geoguessr Pro, but it's, like, do what you want. Now you have to stare at that for a little while. That's not okay. Okay, so now we've got a... Okay, so first of all, we'll do the north-south thing, right? Because I love... Again, you ever wondered, like... If you ever ask to yourself, like, man, I was kidnapped... By the way, thank you, Carla Carson. So happy you're streaming. People at work suck today. Have my money. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to hear that your people at work sucked. I think what you just gotta do... I mean, like, it's America, right? You just make vague implications, like... like, hey... You know what country we're in? You know what happens when people are awful to each other, right? Yeah, try not to do that again. That's what I'd do if I was American. So, as you can see, the shadows go north. We're in the northern hemisphere. And I feel more Europe than America. Like, look at those cars. They're not F-150s. So, probably European, right? Try ad block. Yeah, I guess that might be a thing. Like, I don't use ad block because I have always made a living on ads. And I think ads are a really wonderful way to... When ads aren't terrible, because some ads... Like, some sites abuse the concept of ads, but, like, targeted ads are something which are good for the user and for the, the person doing the thing. And it means so much of the internet can be opened up because it's ad supported now. So I try to watch ads on anything besides, like, download sites. Never go to a download site unless you are prepared to get literal, computer HIV. I don't know, but yeah, basically I try not to use ad block. Like, especially, like, I think it's cool that Geogussr exists. I'm watching, the ads down there. I'm totally seeing it. They're getting their impressions or whatever. But then when they go a step further, it's like, hey, you're already making money off me. Is that not good? Like, yeah, they're physically stopping me from going further. Anyway, I won't complain about it. It's not my thing. Okay, so Pardod and 50. And what is any of this, by the way? So it could be like, I don't think it's Ukraine. I think Poland maybe is my immediate thought. Like somewhere east, but not too east in Europe. There's just a dude walking down the side of this fairly major highway, it looks like. Lol. Hi, lol. Need background noise while getting the Master Trader achievement. I wish you luck, Mr. Tangerine. Hope you get the achievement you're going for. So, this truck is literally... Wait, look at that graffiti. OT? Palunkta? Hail. Palunkta. So we're definitely not in former USSR level yet. And the fact that this truck is two combined into one, that's not a normal thing, right? There's something about that we can learn. It says Ville Jensen. And then on the side, it's got to have some discernible information. Aarhus! Okay, so we could even be in Denmark, but I think it's probably a Danish shipping company. So it's a Danish shipping company. Means we're likely to be somewhere closer to Denmark. It even could be Denmark. It's just there was a dude on the side of the road. Like, you feel happy when you're in Denmark. You feel a little bit sad if you go east enough. And we feel somewhere between those things. We feel neutral right here. Which tells me, probably not either of those places. Also, I always go the wrong way down the road. I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't hurt. So, let's try and get a feel for, like, a road sign, like, Kaibala. Again, it just doesn't sound not sounding Scandinavian. We're not sounding Western European. We're not even sounding Southern European as far as I can tell. Oh, there's a beautiful lake there. So I'm going to go with Slovenia just based on the fact that we've seen a lake. Slovenia has at least one lake. There are probably roads around it. So it was fascist in Cyrillic. Hey! See, now that's a wonderful thing. We got Lapsisiela Kapi. Kapi, I know that I've seen that word before. Serbia is now my official... Yeah, I'm gonna jump to Serbia for a bit. Yeah, it feels definitely a bit Yugoslav, you know? A bit Yugoslav, you know? You feeling that? I'll just wave the American flag around saying that. Good advice. We'll totally try tomorrow. Exactly, right? Then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you know, we know what happens here. We better but not be awful." That's how I reckon all American interactions go, at least. But yeah, if it was fascist in Cyrillic, someone thinks there is a fascist somewhere, which, you know, maybe the Serbian dude is a fascist. I don't know his policies or his positions. All I know is Latvia. Okay, so it's a Latvian bus company. I reckon maybe then Baltic. Like, if there's a Latvian bus company and a Nordic shipping company, it would be weird to be Serbia, right? Although Kapi, no wait, Kapi, yeah, Latvia I'm going to go with. So if we take Latvia then, Rumbina. So let's try and find Rumbina on a Latvian map. I don't think it's going to be doable off the top of this, but I think we've got to try. So Latvia's not a very big country, and it's got to be somewhere people would be going on a bus. So, and with a lake. Oh, yeah, we saw a lake. So this, Rumbina. Anyone see Rumbina? I don't see Rumbina. There's a lake over here too. Rumbina? Okay, so it's not Latvia, I don't think. Unless they have another major lake. They have a couple over here, actually. Rumbina. Anyone see Rumbina? I don't see a Rumbina. So that tells me... Oh, there's a lot of lakes down here that people would probably like to go on a bus to. I'm getting that feeling. Down here, maybe? Yeah, there's a lot of lakes in Latvia. We're gonna need a bigger place than this, I reckon. So everyone in chat is reckoning Latvia. We have a lot of Latvia. Oh, look at that. There's a Latvian flag. Do you see that over there? If you don't see it, there is a... Oh no, that's a pure coincidence. That is the Latvian flag though. Right, 2 red stripes with a tiny white one between. Estonia's fighting to be Nordic, even though it could easily be Latvia. Yeah, chat is going very wild for Latvia. I've seen nothing but Latvias in chat for quite some time now. But where is Rumbina? It's near a lake, but not near any of the lakes I've checked. It could be right on the border with Lithuania, because everyone gets those countries confused. Okay, where are we at, Rumbina? Give me a big Rumbina. It wasn't a very big lake, was it? So, come on, Rumbina? Rumbina? No. Yeah, I reckon what we're going to have to just do is be like, well, we know where most of the... We know where most of the lakes are. There's a big old lakey plot over here. I reckon people would go on a bus to see that. Oh, I was close to Riga. We got the right country, but I got the wrong tack to it. So this is where we were at. And where is Rumbina? I need to know, like, that was the big lake. It was actually part of the river. And there's no Rumbina on the map, as far as I can tell. There's a place called Ogre over here, though. Like, for real, Ogre. Like, fun place name. Also, Australia immediately. I feel it. Also, we're facing north. We're in the southern hemisphere. So, yellow signs. This slightly overweight white man. And... yeah, I'm just feeling Australia. Like, yellow road signs. We're driving on the right. Okay, we're not in Australia. South America, then. So, I guess there are fat people in every country. That's a fun... Oh, okay, look at this man. Look at this man. You see him? And Puto Pek... Oh, wait, here we go. So, Rupas Usadas. Brazilian is what immediately jumps to mind, but it could be Spanish, so we'll look around to confirm. But definitely South America. Definitely South America. Not in Africa, Toy Cat. You don't know that. Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz is Spanish. At least as a name. Obviously, you could have a Spanish name in a Brazilian town. But that means I'm immediately going to jump to like a Uruguay, maybe. Like a Peru. Like, But when we get, as soon as we get like a domain extension, we should be good. Why don't you have a website, you auto dealers? What about you guys? Do you have a website? Charua? They do not have a website. Do you have a website? Come on, someone's got to have a website. Auto Posto Confinio. So, Santa Cruz is the biggest city in Bolivia. Santa Cruz is a really common place name in a lot of Spanish countries. Although, we could take Bolivia as our starting point until we find something else, right? Is it just not a thing here to leave your... to have a domain extension? Like, I've seen... there are a lot of places where you just immediately find a website link. But here, we have nothing. I know the mobile country code's probably well enough to guess. But not the landlines. Like, landlines are the same in every country, right? Or similar enough. There's no, like, plus to help you out. Okay, Cooper A1. We got... Moveles. Come on. Why does no one put their website address on the side of their building? You can get gasolina and ethanol and diesel here. Oh, that currency, right? We can do this. So we're not in Venezuela, because Venezuela's currency is way higher. We're not in Argentina, because their currency is... ooh, not that high. That could be reals. That could be... there's a few currencies that could be, actually. We're going to keep on looking, though, because as soon as we find, like, .br or you know, like... as soon as we find a domain extension, we're golden. It's just no one has one. We don't have any URLs anywhere on the side of the street. Which tells me it's probably a small village, right? Somewhere where the internet... they just don't really care about that yet. It's just not their thing. Maybe? It's the closest estimation I have. Because literally nowhere. Come on. Oh, 49. 49 is... no, that's a local country code. I thought it was a... they're going to be the plus thing again. Okay, so... we're out of ideas when it comes to working out the precise country. A lot of people are feeling Brazil, but I still feel like it's Spanish I'm reading, with no good reason. Like, I'm not particularly great at Spanish. Presentes, decoratio. Okay, you know. Is there anything that can help me out here, maybe? Agencia de Passenger. Okay, so this. Okay. So there. The one website we've seen is .blogspot.com. Come on. Is that real? That is real. But maybe. Really? Okay, so if they're Agencia de Passengers, where are you going to take people? You've got to have some key destinations people want to go to. But no, they do not. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling Brazil and Portuguese. I don't know why I'm not feeling it. I just really am not. We're on a street called Santa Cruz, which is a very common street name. We just need something to swing us over the balance. I've actually made this mistake before with Spanish and Portuguese, so I guess I should cede to chat and be like, okay, you reckon this is Portuguese? It just feels like Spanish to me. Like, everything I'm looking at is like, yep, that's some Spanish. Portuguese is way more confusing, right? So if we're in Brazil, where about in Brazil are we? We're somewhere... oh, wait. That's going to give me, like, a police department, right? Polia... oh, man. Okay, so we're in the state of that one. I don't know the flags of the Brazilian states, but if we did, I reckon that would probably be it, right? Because it says, like, Santo something. So if we know we're somewhere that starts with Santo, and if we're in Brazil, the cool thing about Brazil is everyone lives in the exterior, or close enough to the exterior. So I reckon we can use that information and just kind of be like, well, we're probably not in North Brazil. Like, it's quite hot, and that implies to me... actually, wait, North Brazil would be the hot part. The further south you go, the more mild and temperate it gets. We're not near this big mess, but we're probably not far off, so... Center. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go... oh, we were... we were in the bit that I didn't say. So, 1732. That wasn't great. Game finished. Okay, so we got 17,000 points. Pretty good. Let's try one more. Let's see if we can go faster and get more points. Because we got screwed by that one in Istanbul. That was around half an hour or so. So I reckon we can do better than that. Try another map. Let's do this. Except maybe do just the EU. Just do just the UK. Now, we'll do the whole world again. It's fun. I love that it could be pretty much anywhere that has Google Maps. Okay, immediate thoughts. The USA just immediately comes to mind. Looking at the, yeah, definitely America, because they have acres listed. Where about in America would we be? Somewhere in the southeast, I want to say. Potentially the southwest, but I don't want to make that assumption too early. We can tell we're definitely in the northern hemisphere, because the shadows are pointing north, and they say acres, and that sign, it feels American to me. So my mind jumps immediately to like a rich part of Tennessee. I know Tennessee, interesting enough, like even though it's like a southern state, it's like got one of the richest counties, maybe the richest county in America, like one of the top 5. And this looks like a rich area. So like eastern Tennessee maybe. Or it could be just like random street. Like look how nice these fences are. These fences are too nice to be, and it's very rural. So it's rural, it's rich, it's nice. And based on, oh wait, based on this terrible imagery, it's very old too. The stop sign just says stop, which means we're definitely somewhere. Yeah, this feels very American to me. This feels, everything about this is that. So we're somewhere near Floating Feather Road. And if I can just find somewhere like called that in East Tennessee, which I won't, but if we can, will be great. So yeah, the mountain range is also what separates, I believe, Tennessee from North Carolina. And you can see in the background, you could see it. Actually, I thought you could see mountains. Yeah, you can see some mountains just over there. And that tells me that we're probably near the state border of Tennessee and North Carolina. So immediately we can go for it. That was misjudged. But again, we're gonna try and go fast. If we misjudge, we misjudge. But when we get things right, it'll be more fun. So immediately we look at the shadows. We can tell that the shadows are pointing north, northern hemisphere. So I'm gonna go United States again. Maybe in Mexico, maybe Canada. But this definitely isn't European feeling. Also, are we overtaking or are they overtaking us? Oh, is this just a one-way street? Oh no, it's an overtake. Okay, so that sign back there says Norway. Yeah, oh no, we're in Russia apparently. I felt that one entirely wrong. So Russia or Ukraine. So we're in Russia or Ukraine, and you follow Analyze Shadows. I go, lol, this place gives me Canada vibes. Should we do that one? Should I? Just for you, Kilbamo. Let's just go like vibes, like 10 seconds, 5 seconds even, like just based on the vibe alone. Like, let's see what we can do. So I'm gonna go Ukraine, Russia. Play next round. No looking around, no anything like that. Pure vibes. So immediate vibes tell me that this is Australia, I reckon. Let's see how good my vibe is. You know, my immediate thought of where something is, so middle of Australia. I do love to wait 10 seconds. We can look at that ad for the Royal Dutch Airlines on the right there. It's such a weird placement, like there's just, whatever. Hey, it was Brazil, so apparently I would do very badly with that assumption. Assumption right now is inner city, Germany. No, it can't be. It can't be. My assumption right now is a really nice city in Argentina. Yeah, I'm gonna guess just like somewhere near Buenos Aires. It was South Korea. So my intuition is really bad, by the way. This is definitely Australia, like one of those mud roads. Intuition, South Africa. So we're gonna try one more of these intuition-based rounds. But yeah, this is why you should analyze shadows and stuff. Immediately feels Northern European, feels Dutch actually. We'll go right for the Netherlands. Yeah, this feels very, very Dutch. Ah, it's Hungarian. Okay, so this, it feels kind of Lithuanian, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a Lithuanian. There's people riding bikes though. Do people ride bikes in Lithuania? We'll find out, I guess. People do not ride bikes in Lithuania. They ride their bikes in Sweden. Not bad, like pretty good. Intuition of this. What am I meant to say about these trees? Like, they look vaguely Canadian. No, not even Canadian. Like Central American. What can I do from this, chat? What do I do with this? South Africa? Like I'm just gonna okay. I said Mexican, Central American. We'll accept that. We'll go for like North Mexico, because I think it could be America. We'll wait another 10 seconds, because this is my favorite part of the thing. Oh look, they added a new feature. No waiting between rounds. That's great. What a great new feature. The trees look like trees. It was Norway. So this gives me America vibes. To be precise in America, I guess we'll say like Kansas. You know, this ain't Kansas no more, whatever that phrase is from The Wizard of Oz. So, you know, yeah, I don't know where Kansas is. I think, there we go. We're going to say East Kansas. Hey, we're in New Brunswick, so that's like reasonably close. Trees again, chat. What do you reckon about these trees? I reckon that looking at these trees, we're probably in Sweden. I mean, logic tells me that Sweden is what this game loves. So, Sweden. Hey, Russia. Basically Sweden. Russia is basically Sweden of the East, if you really think about it. So yeah, our summary is... this is my feelings compared to reality. It's actually not too terrible. Like, given how big the world is, the fact that I can immediately be like, I'm in the right continent and the right region of that continent sometimes. Like, besides this is like an outlier. Everything else, it's like, oh yeah, within a few thousand miles, which isn't good, but it's not bad either. Anyway, so I've had a lot of fun today, but as you all know, all live streams, east, I thought you said west, says Marin. North, east, south, west, as we all know, never eat shredded wheat. I want to talk a little bit about Tango today and how this relates to my wonderful new product I'd like to tell you about. Because I have me some Tango right here. It's called Tango Tropical. It's a brand new flavor. It's terrible, right? It's absolutely awful. I think in the Tango versus Fanta war, Tango wins, hands down. Like, hands... I don't know why people say hands down, actually. But hands down, as you can see... sorry, Fanta wins. Fanta wins. Because Fanta tastes like oranges. Tango tastes like... There was an orange there a while ago, and they watered it down so heavily that it doesn't taste like that. So, here's the deal, right? Every time a new Tango flavor comes out, I'm like, maybe this one's good. And it never is, but it registers the same as like a sale on the system. Like, oh yeah. They're like, wow, someone over in North London really liked this. And I think that's interesting, because in the same way, I just launched a brand new book. You can check it out on Amazon right now, and every time someone does buy it, it shows up on the thing. And so yeah, in case you're curious, I recently... a lot of people always ask, like, so how Toy Cat, how do you travel so much? How do you know so much, blah, 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 about the world? How do you get such cheap flights? Like, it always cost me thousands of dollars to fly anywhere. And so I decided to put all the little tips and stuff that I picked up over the 5 years or so I've been traveling, just put it all in one big guide. The guide got really big. It became like 53 pages. It turned into a little bit of a book. And so yeah, I decided to release that for the cheapest price Amazon would let me, which if you're curious, at time of writing, is $2.95 apparently. But here's the cool thing. That book, if I slide out of the way, is now the 6th best rated on Amazon in the budgeting category, which as we all know is the most important category. So yeah, as you can see, bestsellers in budgeting. It doesn't say that, it just says rivers in budgeting. I'm number 6. So we should get me to number 1 is what I'm saying right here. So yeah, if you want, you can buy this book right here at the link in the description. If you want to learn about cheap flights and various travel things I've picked up, that is the... I can't get it out of the way. Okay, there we go, there we go. Wait, if I just slide with the chair. I can't, I'm sorry chat, I want to get out of the way. I want to show you the book, I just can't do it. But yeah, there are links in the description. And if you want to go, check it out, learn about how to travel the... Wait, literally... Oh, I could just scroll down. If you want to learn how to travel the world on a budget for $2.95, which is way cheaper than all these other... See, here's the funny thing. All these books about budgeting, they're crazy expensive. $10, $4, $10. My book's $2.95. Like, even this next one, like, $14. You know, I'm just saying, you know, like, not $2, is it? Yeah, that's Toy Cat with the... I'm not sure where this point was going to go. I was ranting about Fanta, but I also wanted to let you know that I have a thing available. Maybe you want to check it out. Maybe you don't. But either way, hope you'll enjoy the video. And oh, wait, also leave me a rating if you want, because there's only one and it looks very sad. Because, you know, in the same way, I can't tell I want to go tell Tango, hey, give me my money back, your product sucks. I can't do that. Or I could say, hey, I really like your product. I think it's great. I'd like other people to buy more of this. I can't do those things. But what you can do is you can rate my book if you want to. So yeah, a little plug for my own little thing there. Thank you very much for watching today's live stream. Hope you all enjoyed it, because I'll see you on Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, we'll be streaming Minecraft as always. And on Friday, there's the big 10-year anniversary. I'm hyped for it. Hopefully you're all hyped, because I'll see you then. Goodbye. Man, I wave bad. Like, I made the green screen come back. Look, you can see the box that I exist in, because I waved that badly. Anyway, yeah, see you all in another video. Or live stream, wherever you want to follow me, I guess.